I said it once. I'll say it again. The amount of man meat on Raw was what's the word? Uncanny? Is that what I say?
I don't know, Chico. All I know is there was a lot of it. And in this episode, we talk about it. We talk about Razor Ramon, the fake Razor, and everything else. So watch it.
No pukesters helping me to the left, and no pukesters helping me to the right. Didn't need them then, don't need them now.
You are the ex-champion only.
Now this is the way, Tony and David, that you do the figure 4 leg lock.
No,
I just did it. Okay, I just
Jesus Christ.
Hey, you like my shirt?
Yeah. Are those flamingos?
Yeah, man.
Nice.
I'm feeling real flamingo-ish.
Yeah.
I have the orange and the blue behind me. I don't know if you could tell if it's orange and blue.
It's giving me red and purple vibes, but it also goes with your shirt.
Okay. That's the vibe I'm on. Is this right here?
Has there ever been a flamingo wrestler? Like, because like there was that WWF era where everyone had like a stupid gimmick or a job. But I don't know if there was anyone who was ever like flamingo-y. Like Razor Ramon gave those vibes with some of his outfits, but that was just the Miami thing. But
yeah, I think that I was gonna say Razor.
Yeah.
Who wasn't even Cuban.
Yeah. Chico. The best was the fake Razor. Did you ever see that? Fake Razor and fake Diesel when those guys left?
Yep. Wasn't that WCW when they left to WWE or F at the time?
So when they left from WWF to go to WCW as the outsiders and then create the NWO, there was just like two guys, and I don't know if we ever got the real story on like why they created them, but it was obviously not Kevin Nash and Scott Hall playing those characters in the Razor. That poor guy. He may have been a really good wrestler, and we will just never know because after that, I don't think anything happened. I mean, we know who the fake Diesel was, ended up being Kane later on, but the man, hey, Chico, hey, JR, let me tell you something, Chico.
It's horrible.
The bad guy. That was it.
I would be flamingo if I had the opportunity. I'd be my flamingo because flamingos aren't naturally pink, right?
Yeah, it's from the shrimp, right? Is that real or is that real?
It's real. I can't tell you. I always see them being born pink, but I would have to like grab.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
What?
You always see them being born pink, like you've seen a flamingo come out of the egg.
No, it's a mammal. Am I tripping?
A flamingo is a bird.
What's so funny?
Where do birds come from? Eggs?
What the penguins don't?
Dre.
Welcome to the Figure 4 podcast. I'm Dre Rawka coming at you live from Cousin Tyrone's basement.
I am Will Wonder coming here from the Penguin Sanctuary where they don't come from eggs, apparently.
I need to go to Tracy Aviary one of these Sundays. And
yeah, learn you something. You know what I'm saying?
Have you been there in a while? Have you been to Liberty Park in a while?
Let's see. It was probably 2 years ago. The last time I was at Tracy Aviary. Yeah.
I had to kill some time. I think it was on Saturday. And I drove around the loop. And I was like, well, good old Liberty Park.
Yeah. There it is.
The basketball court. I checked out the new basketball court. That was pretty cool.
Is it nice? I haven't been obviously since that court was
it's really nice. I haven't played on it. Single rim, so already a win, right?
Nice.
They got it all awful. You got it all gated off. So like if you lose the ball out of bounds, you ain't gotta go far.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. It got bleachers. So if you have a little audience, you can, a little 30-person bleacher set, which is pretty cool. Yeah, it's almost like the Rucker.
We need to get a tournament going,
I'm with it.
Once you're ready, once your back's ready.
I can coach.
That's true. You could coach. You could be who was it? Who coaches the Rucker? Fat Joe. You could be the Fat Joe.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm Fat Joe. And I'll need to find a Kobe Bryant to come off of what was it? Kobe won his first NBA championship, and then went and played a game at the Rutgers the next day.
Well, I don't know if it was the next day, but it was very soon afterwards. And yeah, I mean, he hooped out there. That's so many cool videos of the Rucker going back to like the 70s, So I definitely need to make it out there before I die. Not to play, because at this point, I don't want to embarrass myself, but just to see it, that'd be dope.
Historical figures. I mean, places, right? Like you have to go to Rucker. You got to go, go Bushwick. You got to go to all these historical places.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you ever been to the Garden?
Been to where?
To the Garden?
I haven't. No, I've been outside of it. I've never seen anything inside. Yeah.
See, I want to go to Madison Square Garden. It'd be even better to actually perform at Madison Square Garden, but I want to go, for sure. I want to go to Madison Square Garden.
Or see some type of wrestling, situation there, because that's the, what do they call it? The Mecca. That's for basketball. What do they call it for wrestling though? Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, it's just MSG. Don't complicate this thing.
Yeah.
Man, the family is sick, man. This is week 2 of school, and Amari, my middle child, he brought it home. Got Tavian sick, and
I know it's gonna happen here soon enough, but I hate that. I hate that.
I personally, load up on vitamins. Now I'm trying to be more health conscious, right? And so far, knock on wood, it hasn't hit me yet. And hopefully it waits at least until the weekend, because I got a gig on Friday.
I've always stayed with the vitamins, and that my son still brings it home. You know what I mean? And that mixed with like seasonal allergies, like the spring, I have bad allergies. Early parts of the fall, like late summer, I have allergies. Like, so now I wake up in the mornings and I'm like, hey, Hawk Tua. You know what I'm saying?
Dirty vato. What'd you get into over the weekend?
Man, I DJ'd a wedding Saturday in a town called Peoria. You familiar with Peoria? Peoria, Utah. It's Rockport is the campground site. Rockport Campgrounds. It was a lot of fun though. Had a good time. Shout out to Mariah and Joe for letting me DJ their wedding. It was far though. I'm not even going to lie to you. It's like 50 minutes from where I live.
Holy moly, guacamole.
Yeah, I got a fun story. I'll make this quick. So DJing, and originally they booked me till 11 p.m. So I was like, I'm not getting home until 1 because of the drive, takedown. You know how it goes. So 10:30 rolls around. The aunt of the bride comes up and says, we have to stop. They said we are 30 minutes past quiet time. And I'm like, oh shit. I was like, I was surprised because they told me to go till 11, but yeah, okay, we can stop. Luckily, she gets on the mic and tells them that, because if I would have said, all right, have a good night, people would be like, what the hell? So she gets on and explains, yada, yada. So I'm like, oh, this is dope. I'm going to be home before midnight. I can hurry up, just take all the cables out, blah, 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 packed up the tables, pack up the mixers, speakers, all that. I'll go through it tomorrow, make it look nice. Well, I pack everything up, and there's a car, the only car left where we're at, like 15 feet away. And this woman had locked her keys in the car at one point in the night, and they're trying to get in the car. So I'm like, oh, I'll try to help. They're like, do you have a screwdriver? I was like, actually, yeah, I do. I had a flathead screwdriver in my car. Don't know why, but it's been there forever. So they're using that. They're trying to get to it. To make a longer story less long, 30 minutes go by. Some guy comes out of the woods, basically drunk, who was a part of this wedding. And it's like, oh, what's going on? She's like, fine. And they're all intoxicated, right? Minus one person who was going to drive this car. And my car's loaded up, and their campground is far away. And they're like, we can't walk because it's like three women who have been dancing all night, right? High heels or whatever. Now they're just no shoes, and it's like rocks and nasty shit along the way to their campground. So this dude has a cane who comes out of the woods, which is like, the whole thing's just weird. This is like 30 minutes later. And she's like, just break my window. I have insurance. Just break it. And I'm like, my God. I'm like, don't. I'm like, just. And she's like, I don't have any other choice. So this dude. And I'm like, and they're like, here's your screwdriver. I'm like, all right, then you'll have a good night.
Dang.
So needless to say, I still got home about 12:40ish. But then woke up, got my workout in, you know what I'm saying? I was out there, and then Sunday fell asleep super early. So what about you, Dre?
Man, just sick house. I recorded a couple podcasts. You can watch one of them right now, unrestricted, on the YouTube and on all those things. You can go watch that. With Zach Partridge, that was a lot of fun. A lot of big things are happening with Utah MMA right now, and it's really exciting. It's really exciting. I got invited to FitCon to help out with FitCon interviews and stuff like that. So
Dope. When is FitCon?
October 5th.
Damn, I gotta get going, bro. I gotta get going.
Have you been to FitCon? I've never been.
Have I been to FitCon? Look at that shit, baby.
Man, look
No,
at
I've
that.
never been. I've never been before.
Would you be interested?
Yeah, let's go. October what? 5th?
5th, yeah.
5th.
October
Yeah,
5th. I think Devotion's actually doing a couple matches.
Oh, that's
I
awesome.
think historically, I think they did one, but I think Manny was talking about they were helping out with some matches over there, so that would be cool.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
So yeah, that's kind of the weekend in a nutshell. Nothing too much, just some work. Been getting my workouts in, which is cool. I weigh in tomorrow. It'll be a week
Nice.
that I've been solid on my workouts and really solid on this new lifestyle of eating. So it's been
There you
cool.
go.
Man.
Good,
So
man.
I'll have an update for you guys. Dude, I know we want to talk. This is our Bash in Berlin preview, as we got Bash in Berlin this Saturday morning.
Mhm.
But I want to touch a little bit on last night, Monday Night Raw.
Okay.
Did you watch Did you watch Bronson Reed and Strowman?
Yeah.
Oh
I did.
my goodness.
Yes. This is foreshadow. I'm not going to say anything right now, but yes, I did watch it. I loved it. Bronson Reed is here. Okay, he is here. We yes, took out Seth Rollins. Yes, took out Miz, and well, Miz is back, and R-Truth, but now, like, that's some real, like you said last week, it's a lot of man meat in there, and he took care of business.
Did you see the WWE listen to us? They put meat versus meat on their Twitter.
No, I didn't. Did they really?
They put meat versus meat. It was hilarious.
Paul, just reach out to us. We're down to work for you. Just call us.
Yeah. All I need is a little slight, 60, 65,000.
Let's start at 125 and see where it goes. Shit.
Dude, I've been on this Bronson. I mean, we've been knowing Bronson Reed is the guy, but to see him be tested against the monster of all monsters, Braun Strowman,
former Universal Champion, Braun Strowman,
big SOB. You know what I mean? By the way, leave that big SOB to McAfee. Like, that's McAfee's thing. You know what I mean? But this match, it started off in the ring, started off heavy, big shots. Really fun to see them in the ring. You could tell they're big guys. There was a couple of points where let's do some shoulder thrusts in the corner. Let's catch our breath a little bit. But then big Bronson Reed does a suicide dive through the ropes, not over the ropes, through the ropes. I didn't know that big body could fit through it.
I held my breath for a moment because I was like, you didn't want any feet or stomachs to get caught. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was slick with it. And then it goes into the backstage, and they're brawling out in the backstage. And we haven't seen this in a while. We haven't seen backstage brawls in a while.
Yeah.
And they end up in the parking lot. Wow. Oh, wow. These guys are throwing metal pipes. They're throwing scaffolding from the arena. They're going in on each other, and it's so refreshing to see. They're not being all bloody. They're not being all extra gruesome, but it's fun to see them take it to the car. Let me power slam Braun Strowman onto the hood. Let me take Braun Strowman and throw him onto the roof, and then suicide him or tsunami him.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, I'm just gonna do it now, okay? Because you have laid out every reason why this and it's whatever. Bronson Reed was my wrestler of the week because of that. Not only that, there's one other addition to why he is the wrestler of the week. I don't know if you saw on socials him walking into the arena with the Gang Star Hard to Earn T-shirt.
Yes, hip hop.
He could have just had that, right? And I would have been like contemplating putting him there, but then the match, the splash, just there you go. There's my wrestler of the week.
Strowman, the monster of all monsters, before he went on his leave, when him and Ricochet were a thing.
Oh, by the way, you okay? You good with Ricochet and AEW? You okay? because we don't really watch it. We don't talk about it here.
Mi corazón is very hurt, but I am very happy for Ricochet. Sidebar, talking about All In from AEW. I don't know if you had a chance to watch any of the matches. I haven't watched any full matches, but to see the pop that Ricochet got from 50+ thousand people,
Yeah, that was cool.
it was really, really cool. And he looks like a star. You could tell that AEW is about to go, no pun intended, all in on Ricochet. And their roster is looking nice, man. Looking at the All In pay-per-view, which is their biggest show of their company, it's their WrestleMania, right? To see them have Swerve and see them have Ricochet and then have some pops with Jeff Jarrett, like veterans guys, like nothing new, but just MJF, like these guys and Ospreay and throwing a great match there. And it's like, dude, man, they're tickling my fancy. It's just a lot of wrestling, right? Because I'm tied to SmackDown, I'm tied to Raw, but Raw and SmackDown are only giving me two matches that I'm really invested in. And I think AEW is gonna give a lot of people a lot of itch to scratch with athletes that can really go. And it sounds like they're building storylines right now.
Yeah, I agree. The MJF match seemed like it went over well. You get Daniel Garcia there. I don't know. I'm never going to be an AEW guy. I guess you could say never say never. I watched it for a long time and just kind of was like, man, whatever. And then, you get Sting back or...
He came back again. Yeah. He retired less than 6 months ago, but hey, he's back.
That's what happens. Daniel Bryan, the champion there. Looks like there'll be a rematch at their next pay-per-view. So I don't know. I didn't mean to bring up AEW. I just your boy Ricochet, and we were on Braun Strowman, but my bad.
So, but to see Strowman, they build him up to be this monster of all monsters, this mega force. And to be honest with you, I felt like Bronson Reed kind of cut through him pretty easily.
Tough. Yeah.
It's like, so are they building? What are they building Bronson Reed up to be? Like, where? If you had the biggest guy, the most toughest guy get whooped, get thrown through a car, what is left? Who else is going to try to take out Reed?
I thought he was going for the IC title picture. We had the beginning of that tournament, so maybe he finds his way into that. But I don't know. I don't know at this point. Are we done with? No, I don't know. I was going to say, is this where the Wyatts come in now that they're done with Gable? Maybe, but I don't think that makes sense. I don't know, but he's just going to continue to wreak havoc, and I'm here for it.
I love his attire, by the way. He reminds me of what's the Mario villain, the dinosaur?
Bowser, yes.
Bowser. He reminds me of Bowser. So we need a Super Mario to come and take him out.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think I don't know. Maybe Breaker gets through this next defense on this thing. The only answer that I keep on going to is it has to be Breaker.
Yeah, I feel like that's what makes sense. And you put Breaker up against a big indestructible force. This is like to a much lesser extent Hogan Andre, like what do they call it? The resistible force versus the immovable object, right? Like, let's make it happen at Mania. I don't know if they could drag that story out that long, but I don't know. Feels like it has to be someone big again because they just keep setting them up. Maybe Rollins finds his way back and we get a match between them two. So I don't know.
I don't really have a lot of faith in Rollins to defeat Reed at this point. Jeez, this guy he's moving, man, and I love to see it.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun watching Bo Dallas, man, seeing Uncle Howdy get in there, the great entrance, an entrance that we've seen, but every time it's still good. He plays into this Uncle Howdy role so good. And Chad Gable cut a great promo right before the match too. Like everything about this, the setup for this did feel like a climax. What were your thoughts?
It did feel like it, and I hope it is, because I've said so many times, like, we just need to be over this. I did enjoy the match, though. Bo Dallas has always been a good wrestler. So it was cool to see him. I think, what did they say? It's been like 5 years since he actually wrestled, since he had a match. But he looked good. Gable always looks good. But yeah, let's move on. Let's get this thing. Let's get the 6 to the Wyatts to someone else. Let's actually finish the Otis and Gable story, and then we can all be on our way. I just feel like that should be it. That should be the ending.
Yeah, I would second that. Legend has it is that Ivy Niles is still cradling what's his name's the neck right now.
Oh,
Eric.
Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say that.
SmackDown. I only have one note for SmackDown is that I really enjoyed the crowd chanting "You can't wrestle" to Tongaloa. That was my favorite.
Oh man. How about, I mean, they give him Solo tells Jacob to give him the tag title, and you are my personal bodyguard now, which kind of, wouldn't you rather have a title than be a bodyguard? Like, it feels like a downgrade.
Well, you could tell in Jacob's face, he was hesitant. He was like, "Yo, like I earned this," you know.
I was thinking that, but then also he's like, just like his character is just like this
menace,
but also seems dumb, right? Like, like I heard Tim Allen's. So I was like, is he mad, or is that just like he's like, what, oh, okay, I don't know. That's a character that they portray him as right now. Anyway, just this monster that has no abandon for his own health, obviously, because he still has that boot. But yeah, that was weird.
You can kind of say the same thing for the rest of the bloodline. They all they let Solo think for them, right? So this is kind of the feeling that I get from them. But the feeling that I got on Friday was that Jacob is hesitant. He's like, nah, like I worked for this, but okay. I love you, Tribal Chief. I love you, Solo.
See that? Yeah. It's weird, man, because this new bloodline is supposed to be so scary, and like it's like wrestlers should fear them, and to an extent, sure. But like Tongaloa with all of his botches, Jacob with his injury, Tama Tonga, who I think is a great wrestler, but when you look at him, maybe it was just because when he was in New Japan or whatever, he looked bigger. He just looks like a small dude. I mean, I should say comparatively to other wrestlers, right? If he was here, I wouldn't say shit to him.
What do they say, Wonder? There's levels to this shit?
Yeah.
There's levels to this.
Because it seemed like with the other bloodline, Roman, and then I'm going to get to another point here too about size, because we talked about so much man meat last week. I need to talk about smaller people. But with the old bloodline, they seemed bigger, didn't they? Like Roman was big, Jimmy and Jay, they seemed bigger. Solo seemed like the shortest guy out of all of them, but was like a little tank. But they all kind of look the same now, height wise. Like visually, it doesn't put fear in people, in my heart, right? As a viewer. And it's kind of, I'm gonna move to Raw real quick. And it's totally the same thing now with our new Judgment Day. Like when they opened up the show last night with them and they came out, they were all standing there, and Liv looked like she was like normal height. And we all know Liv is small, right?
Yeah.
I had to look it up because I was like, how tall are these guys? Carlito's 5'11", bigger with the afro. And Dom is 6 foot. Like these aren't big, intimidating. And they just feel like, I don't know. I know they said there's no leader, but there's nobody in this group visually, which may not matter, that stands out. Like if you put these guys in AEW, they're going to look big because that's just how it is over there. Here in WWE, they just felt small. And like one thing I loved about the beginning was Dom saying he's going to insert himself into that IC tournament, which is cool. And I hope they give him a good push there. But it almost, I don't know. I don't know if you're getting this vibe. Maybe it's just me. Kind of feels like sooner than later, like Judgment Day might not even be a thing anymore.
I think it's a huge miss if they do, because I loved the Judgment Day.
Who? They say there's no leader, but really you need a leader in these factions, right?
I honestly want to lead towards Dom, soon here. Right now, obviously it's Finn, but I think Dom has to step up. This is his moment.
Yeah.
He has the girl with the title. He's going for this Intercontinental Championship. Mm-hmm. Like now's the time, Dom. You need to put your foot on the wheel and really take order over the Judgment Day. Like, and that might cause drama between the Judgment Day, but they need a leader. They need a clear-cut leader.
Yeah, that person who stands in the middle that's there. Like when you had Damian or even Rhea, right? They were big, intimidating, but they were also the leader of the group. And then again, they go back to there is no leaders here. We're all a team. But it's like, you kind of need somebody. You know, maybe Edge decides, hey, I'm done with AEW. Let's head back. I don't know.
Let's hope not.
Crossing my fingers that doesn't happen. I can see it happening though.
My son Tavian, he would love to see Edge back. He loves Edge. He's all in on him. I don't get it, but he's all in on Edge. Should we jump into our preview?
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there was any other notes I wanted to hit from Raw. You have the IC title stuff, Jey Uso, Pete Dunne, both going forward. I don't know what the end of this looks like, but I guess excited for that. Yeah, I mean, really, other than that, Howdy, Gable, we touched on. RIP Psycho Sid, we didn't talk about that.
RIP.
Man, I mean, a dude who wrestled Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania, all the way to wrestling Shawn Michaels, going back to like the WCW days prior to his WWF reign. Like, he was a big time wrestler. Again, big. He was a big dude and looked intimidating. But yeah, rest in peace, Psycho Sid.
Rest in peace, Sid. So Bash in Berlin happening this Saturday. Early time, I believe, here on the West Coast or Mountain Standard Time. I think it's like 10 a.m. is a pre-show, or maybe 9 a.m. is pre-show. So we've talked about this, not a whole bunch to be excited about. Has that changed for you, Wonder?
No, I'm gonna watch it as much as I can, but it's not something where I feel like I have to just watch, live. I will, but there's nothing there where I'm like, damn, this is it doesn't feel like there's anything that's gonna change, right? And we'll get to the preview of like each match, but it just kind of seems like whatever.
Can Jade and Bianca get their titles back?
That's what I think is going to happen. That's the one thing I think, because the little run that they've tried to do with the women's tag champions, I just don't feel like anyone cares. And you need those belts on someone that elevates the title. And I mean, that's Bianca and Jade. And then also to tell this story going forward for the inevitable split, which hopefully they, that's like Mania time frame, right? Just don't keep them together for too long, because you don't want to ruin that potential breakup. But yeah, I do believe that they win.
Okay, well, let's go. Let's go through the card. Obviously, we have the women's tag team titles on the line. The Unholy Union. I didn't realize that was their name until I took a note down. Alba Fire and Isla Dawn versus Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. By the way, did you watch Friday? Did you notice their attire with the nod to the gymnast? What's her name? What's her name? The best gymnast ever. What's her name? Gabby.
Why do you do this to me? Yeah,
you know who I'm talking about, right? Gabby. Isn't it Gabby something? People are gonna hate
I'm in full fucking wrestling mode right now, and you're like Simone Biles. Yeah.
Yes,
you're thinking of Gabby Douglas.
Yes,
but yeah.
So Simone Biles, they did a nod to Simone, which is a little late, if you're asking me, but
yeah, should have been a while ago.
Still dope. I like the attire, the Olympic nod. That was really dope. For this match in particular, the tag team women's championships, I gotta go with Jade and Bianca. I think they get it done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's no doubt in my mind that they're going to get these titles back, because again, there's been no excitement with where the tag titles are now.
What's the word on LA Knight? Is LA Knight performing in Berlin? Is he wrestling?
I don't think so. I mean, they haven't announced that match, have they?
No, I haven't seen no announcement on it, but I thought I don't know why I figured he would be defending it for somebody. I don't know who it would be, Andrade or...
Well, he just had the match on SmackDown last week, right? So I don't think there's anybody popping up. And it's in Berlin. Like, you need to defend the U.S. title. They don't give a shit.
That's true.
Yeah.
Do we want to jump CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, possibly?
Yeah, let's do it. Strap match. It's going to be a bit of a slobber knocker. This is the type of match that nowadays CM Punk really thrives in. And Drew is just tough, man. He's a tough son of a bitch. That's my Vince. So it kind of feels like this is CM Punk's to win, right? I don't know. God, I don't want Punk to win because I want Drew to finally get out of this. Like, okay, I beat you twice. There's no more. We're done with this. But then maybe they have the rubber match at Bad Blood to finally decide it, to drag this out even more. So it kind of feels like Punk wins, which I hate.
Yeah. As much as Punk is growing on me, I think this has to be it, man. The storyline's a little tiring. I mean, when all the only hype about this feud is a damn bracelet, that's it. That was made out of noodles. Like, come on.
I did like how Punk was under the ring on IG Live before the attack on Drew. That was kind of a fun wrinkle, but yeah, I sound like a broken record, but I'm just getting like kind of over some of the storylines. Like something new needs to be injected, right?
AEW.
Yeah.
For this one though, I'm gonna take McIntyre. For the only reason I think I'm taking McIntyre though is because I don't think CM Punk's gonna wrestle all that much after this match. I think we might see him pop in and out, but I don't think we'll see him wrestle too much.
Why do you say that?
Because he hasn't. You know,
well, he's been hurt for fucking 7 months.
Hurt. Hurt.
Yeah. I don't know. I think they have Punk win, and then, like I said, have that rubber match at Bad Blood, the end, to decide, this is it. Maybe he gets his bracelet back at the end of the match. I don't know. I don't care either about the fucking bracelet.
Yeah.
But I think they have to have one more match after this, and then we can move on. I don't know what that is, though. It feels like Punk and Rollins would make sense. Where Drew goes, maybe he gets inserted into that title picture with my King Gunther.
That's why I would love to see him at. I would love to see him in that trajectory along with Sheamus, but I feel like Bad Blood is. I think Seth Rollins is he's going to be somewhere there.
Oh yeah,
I think, and I don't think we'll see. It'll be Seth, Drew, or Seth, Punk, and I think Saturday we'll find out more.
Maybe Seth comes through and screws over Punk.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Nice,
yeah, especially with the belt or with the strap.
Yeah,
cue Uncle Murders, get the strap.
Uncle Murda, damn, I haven't thought about him in a minute.
Who else we got? Oh, we got the mixed tag team match. The Terror Twins. Damian Priest.
The goddamn Terror Twins. Oh yeah, they're tall and they wear the same colors and they're terrifying. They're twins.
They wear each other's shirts. I thought that was
that too. That's always nice. It's like me and you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're brothers.
High five.
Yeah.
Oh, other way. There we go.
Oh, I messed it up.
Yeah.
There we go.
God damn
it. Against Dominic Mysterio and his little love of his life, Liv Morgan.
Yeah. I don't know. The obvious is that Damian and Rhea should win this, but I don't think they do. I think he'd create more heat for Dom and Liv, and I don't think we see a win from Rhea against Liv until it's for the title again. So I think, Judgment Day gets involved, something happens, and Dom and Liv win this.
Who saves the Terror Twins? If they're getting jumped by all of Judgment Day, who has their back?
I don't think it does. Nobody. James? Ray, the LWO, because that was the first half hour of Raw, by the way. LWO versus Judgment Day, and I was like, this is fun match, but it's like, this is what we're kicking it off with.
Yeah, I thought it was. I had a lot of fun watching the.
No, the match was great. All of the LWO are great wrestlers, right? But I digress on that. Maybe the LWO, backs him up. I don't know.
I'm gonna take. I gotta go with the Terror Twins, man. I know
Terror Twins. Oh yeah. I can't do a good Vince. I'm trying.
he's gonna puke.
He's got a Chico. No.
Hey Chico. So you're saying you got Dominic and Liv?
Yes.
Okay, all right. The undisputed. Well, do you think Cody is gonna headline, or do you think it's Gunther?
Oh, Gunther is for sure headlining.
Gunther, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the undisputed WWE Championship, KO, Cody Rhodes. We've seen some hints at a heel Kevin Owens going into SmackDown, where it looked like he was gonna bash him over the head with the title, but he didn't. He didn't. He was good.
Yeah, I love one interesting thing. When they played the whole on the Waller effect, played the whole video of KO turning on his friends, and they actually said Chris Jericho and showed Chris Jericho. I was like, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, Cody's winning this, but like, is it just one of those where the match ends and they shake hands? I don't know. But Cody's winning. He's not losing to KO in Germany. It's not happening.
Yeah. What happens here? Is it just a good, solid match?
A hug, fucking.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, one of those.
And then does Kevin Owens go after LA Knight for the US title?
No. Nope. KO is too much unless he turns and becomes a bad guy.
I think he's on the way.
I'd love that. I like heel KO. KO's fun no matter what, but
yeah.
I think I said heel Randy is amazing and heel KO is a lot of fun.
So we jump into the presumed main event, the World Heavyweight Championship with Gunther and Randy Orton. So RKO himself. Your man, I already know where you're going.
He's winning. There's nothing else to say. King Gunther in his home. They are not taking the title off of him. And Randy's lucky he's getting this match. Let's just be real. In the presence of a king. Love Randy Orton, but it's King Gunther, baby, all the way.
I'm not mad at that pick. I think this is going to be a fun match. The first one was fun. I really enjoyed the first one with those guys. But this is going to really be like, yo, this is Gunther's chance to be like, yo, I don't care if your shoulders were down. I'm beating you. I'm going to show you that I beat you the first time. I'll beat you the second time, and nobody can mess with me. Yeah. And then we'll see who tries to come after him after that. So,
and then maybe we get a good Gunther shirt that I can order.
It's just going to say Gunther.
I'd almost take that over the red face.
Yeah. It's very well, I mean, I think there's only one guy that can really do it, and it's Andre the Giant with Obey.
Mm-hmm. Like where you just put the face. Yeah.
Other than that, there's no really other big faces that I want to see on a shirt.
Where it's just the face. Yeah,
especially not Gunther's.
hey, watch your tongue. Okay.
Yeah. I won't take a chop from him, but I will talk all this mess behind this screen. All right, man. Well, Bash in Berlin. What are your thoughts? Let us know. Drop a comment. Let us know who you got. Are our picks off? Are we missing something? Is there going to be any returns? Is there going to be any big surprises? I don't know. I don't see any.
Is there Gunther's the biggest German wrestler ever, right? So who? I can't think of another one. So probably not.
Yeah, no big surprises. Yeah. Nobody, maybe, I was going to say maybe Charlotte comes back or maybe the man. We still don't know what's going on with Becky
why would Charlotte come back, though?
That's what I'm saying. I'm looking at the roster and there's nobody here that Charlotte would come back for.
Yeah.
Maybe we get Naomi to help out Bianca and Jade if they get jumped by Piper and Chelsea Green.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's cool.
Yeah, get Naomi. Yeah. I'm excited for some of these matches. I really want to see this Randy Gunther match. I think they're going to put on a show. Yes, sir.
No doubt.
Cool, Wonder. Well, should we call this thing done?
Let's, what do they say? Put the nail in the coffin, put a bow on it, chalk it up, finish, kiss the baby, all that. Let's do it.
Dude, are you excited? Halloween's almost here.
I know we're not too far along, or not too far away, rather.
You go to
Also-
the stores, there's all kinds of Halloween
Everywhere. At the end of July or mid-August, it was that way. I'm so hyped. Speaking of hyped, the Will Wonder Show debuts Thursday, the 29th, which is just a few days away. So make sure you check that out. Goodness gracious, I'm getting all choked up about it. But make sure you check that out. Will Wonder Show on Instagram, DJ Will Wonder on Twitter. I'm hyped for it. But yes, I am hyped for Halloween as well.
Any new podcasts, any more appearances that you have made to get the word out?
Nope, I haven't. Just yourself and our good friend Angel.
What? You got tons of podcast friends. What the hell?
I didn't even reach out to any others. You
Oh.
know, I didn't want to oversaturate the market. You know what I mean?
I get you, but it's different viewers. I mean, we live in a city that's very
is.
small, but we are congested. There's a lot of people we haven't reached.
I'll get on some others once the show actually debuts, because I've been trying. I've been working on that too. Excited for everyone to see it. Not going to give away anything that's going on. You just got to watch. Okay.
I'm excited. I know some things, but I'm excited because it's gonna be like a new thing.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to tune in. Because I loved what you did before, so I already know it's going to evolve. It's going to be something great, and you should definitely tune in and watch it. August 29th.
Yes, sir.
This Thursday. Will Wonder Thursday.
Will Wonder Thursday.
If you want to follow me at Dre Rawka, DRERAWKA on Instagram, allrock.com, ALLRAWK.com. Get a crew neck. Get a hoodie. By the time you get it, it'll be cold outside. It's already kind of nippy outside. It's like
got those cool mornings. That's again why I wake up with the
go get a hoodie, go get a t-shirt, get a crew neck. And also just released on Amazon streaming Algia God of Pain or God of Pain. They changed the name on us. But this was a film that our good friend JD directed. He helped co-write on this thing. I was one of the producers on this film. We watched this film in the premiere. It was a late night.
Long one.
We'll save that story for another time. But
I did my live podcast. You can go to the Will Wonder Show YouTube and watch the whole live podcast about this.
Yes,
about the movie. Yeah,
it was awesome. Go check it out. It is not a horror, scary, jumpy, scary movie. It's more of a thriller. So
there are horror elements though, so don't get it twisted.
Yes, very good. I'm very proud of Inglewood Films. I'm very proud of everybody that acted in this film. And if you know us, we are here in Utah, and this movie was filmed and produced here in Utah. So a lot of locals were on this film, and it's really cool to see something organic grow here, homemade, homegrown. So definitely support it and go check it out. Again, on Amazon Prime, you can just search God of Pain, or you can even check out Algia God of Pain on Instagram. You can see some of the behind the scenes stuff, hear commentary from the actors, the different people that put this thing together, and definitely go check out the interview that Will Wonder did at his live podcast as well with Inglewood Films. We good? Is that a wrap?
We out of here, baby. We're headed to Berlin now. Let's go head to Salt Lake International. We're out of here. See y'all in Berlin.
What are you talking about, man? We catch the private jet, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean, the PJ. But you still got to go fly out of the damn airport.
Yeah, it's true.
Where are we going to fly out of? My backyard? Come on, Dre.
I don't know. I've been watching Prison Break, and they took off in a dirt desert. It was pretty cool. Well, do you remember Prison Break?
Of course. I didn't watch it, but I remember it being on all the time. But yeah.
I didn't watch season 2, and so I'm watching season 2 as a 90s kid again. Like, or no, sorry, 05. It came out in 05.
I was going to say it was the 2000s. Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of fun there. All right, we out. Follow us on Instagram at Figure4 Podcast. Tell your punk ass friends about us, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.